EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
And that drives. Coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage. Let's go.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We go tonight. 20, 25. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
We go tonight. 180. Super.
From the 50, it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now Goff. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Winston now. And Winston lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
20, black 25 behind. Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right.
On 3rd down, Winston looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it second down and 12.
Ric Flair. Bravo. You got tight right there.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 60 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Winston on 4th down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. From 8 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
You got it. You got it.
He was brought down by Levante David. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, Charlie.
Goff on third down. Flushed out right. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second and a couple, Winston over the middle to Evans. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. To throw is Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Winston now from the 50. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Don't say nothing. Man left, man left. 40.
Jameis again. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tight down. There you go. Jim, come on. Sunday. Let's go.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Play fake. Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 6 guys. 2 for 66. Watch the 6. Orange.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for gone. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Noah Spence, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Black, pick up the ball. Kill. Switch.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 38 yards. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready. White 25. Follow.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Follow. 26 months. Stay with your man.
Play action now, Winston. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald with a sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Winston. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points making this a 2-score.
To give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Hey, lift.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 65 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
DC. Hey, team 6.
Now it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Ready. Black 25. Go. Hey, let's get it for Burger. Check.
First down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
Come on. 180. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the run. Horrible. Hey, God.
Following the fumble recovery, gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Louis.
Goff going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 42 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They go play action. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Here goes tonight. Like 20. 45 I got you, Pop.
Throwing now. Goff. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Turbo set. Check back 45. Check turbo set.
Now gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, Shell, Ric Flair. Fresno. Whip. Watch the whip. You draw Corker.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.